Uncle. It's not important.
But also, of which, for those of you who are still playing and whatnot and have characters that you want to level but don't want to sit through a tedious grind, I do. Power leveling. No charge, no cost. I just do it because I like the game, like helping people. So let's begin. Going to be having my wife join me tonight. I'm going to finish power leveling her Demon Hunter hopefully tonight.
I have a new ally in my group, but my...
And because my wife's on level 54, the game sets itself to apprentice mode, which scales her attack ability beyond what they actually are. So that way, her survivability rate is increased, but she can still wipe pretty easily.
It was my pleasure to spend...
For right now, for current builds, I'm actually doing a mixture of certain things. As far as everything's aimed towards higher DPS, higher crits, as far as my passives, and, you know, my attacks. But what I'm differing away from is normally people like using the Wand of Woe because they like, you know, using explosive blasts. But the way I've geared my guy is I'm using a Wand of Woe, Chain Blast, with a Blizz build. As far as everything that's on here is aimed towards increasing damage of explosive blast, but also have pieces that increase Blizzard's damage. And right now, I'm doing 855,000 damage, as is. But when I put on my passive abilities, I am now at 1,120,000 damage. And this is all with how I stack my character. As I said, I aim everything towards damage. So, get a rift going. So, for those of you who may watch this in the future, kind of see that you don't have to go with cookie cutter builds. Yes, I am sticking with Wand of Woe, which is a cookie cutter build, will be well rewarded. I've taken and added on to that, making this particular build my own. So let's get started. That chest. One and looks like this time on top. Now this is what I call the quick death.
That thing must die.
Elite pack is set for 8 out. appeared and already did.
Your grave awaits.
And already cleared this part of the dungeon. The second part.
I'm unstoppable. So good, I astound myself.
And to reiterate what I was talking about earlier, my character, as I said, is spec strictly for damage. I can actually handle some of the higher torment difficulties, and as of right now, what I have set right now, I'm just melting everything. And again, for everything that I have currently set, I am doing 1,120,000 damage. So, if you're new to the game or thinking about playing, every character has different things that you can set up. As far as you can be set for either being a damaging class, a CC, which is crowd controlling. I mean, there's different variables that you can do. You can go with the classic cookie cutter builds, or you can do hybrid classes like myself.
If only they could see me now.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to change up an ability. I don't like the walk in lightning. Let's do a chain lightning. See how that actually is.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
For those of you who are now joining watching, I am actually going through and power leveling my wife. As I said, for those that play, I do offer free power leveling, no charge. I just go play the game.
You dare attack
That,
me?
and also too, I experiment with different setups with classes and whatnot, which this one right here is actually a hybrid class using Wand of Woe and a Blizzard build. Right now, there's really nothing major going on as far as I need, so I'm not really going to tap into my other abilities for the most part until I actually hit something that's worth it.
creature must die.
I feel more powerful.
So far, already 2 legendaries dropped just from this one. So I will say one thing that
I'm
is
just
essential
warming
for my
up.
class, as far as my damage output, is actually going to be passibility class point.
Need more time.
Yes, I am also setting the damage, but on the whole end, I do that which I will say as far as it does have its side factor of the higher tiers that you can do.
If only they could see me now.
And a glitched out boss. The heck? Oh my god, there's a glitched out enemy. Look at that. And it's attacking. Really? This game's been out for well over a year.
What the hell?
And there's an enemy that is... it's attacking me. Really? And it's following you of all things.
It loves me.
Die, Satan creature. Like, really, I can
I'm
wipe
still
out just
waiting.
about anything I come across, but apparently a lower level enemy that is not even worth me having to do this. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, now it's falling. Really? And I turn it. Bastard.
Whatever. He keeps attacking though. Look, he's following us to the map.
Well, let him follow. What kind of fucking shit is that?
You glitched it.
I fucking glitched the game. Oh my god. I'm so happy I am fucking streaming this shit. That is hilarious. I just created an immortal enemy.
You
Not ready
dare
yet.
attack me?
What's up, follow me?
The Rift Guardian is here.
Here's Rift Guardian. And this is what's on pure damage. There you go. I just stand there, please. And just use my chain explosive ability. And we got a friend request. Take a quick moment, accept it.
Mad Neo.
Mad Neo. Alright.
It's a
Well,
pretty
if
cool
you're
name.
the one that is currently watching right now, welcome and thank you for the friend request. You've been accepted. Alright, let's get back to and continue this. Now that I've completed the rift, I can actually sit back and actually just end it, or I can finish it out and see if I can actually go a little bit further into the next part. And let's see if our little glitchy god friend will follow us through the entire map. So far I haven't seen any of
I think he disappeared.
Your grave awaits.
Oh, it's Steven.
If you like the video, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and for those that watch this later on, I am going to be doing a PlayStation card.
You won't survive
Giveaway.
that.
Cards will be worth $20.
My hatred is too
All
low.
you need to do in order to be able to enter is really simple. Just give me your PSN ID or your gamer tag, as it were, and that following Wednesday I will do a drawing and the winner will be announced and be the proud owner
Not enough
of a
hatred.
different card.
I'm still waiting. Bleed, you filth! How satisfying.
Not this. Actually, yeah, it'll be this upcoming Friday of this new week.
A foe worth killing.
That's awesome.
Need more time.
Ah! No! No, no.
I'm unstoppable.
What's sad is all the crap they're dropping is useless to me. None of it gives increased damage. But everything I have it on is either,
I need
standard
more
legendary
hatred to
or
do
an
that.
agent.
Not ready
Plethora
yet.
of crap.
You dare attack me?
My hatred is too low.
I think our little friend finally stopped.
This will be interesting. I need more hatred to do that. Need more time.
Oh, I got
Frozen is still killed.
Not ready yet.
just a taste.
I'm so good, I astound myself.
Use my blizzard. Oh, yes, we can go farther. This is probably going to be the last, and then we'll have a little totem, as it were, or obelisk that will allow us to teleport back to town. Though I can do that right now if I want to. Oh yeah.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
kind of glad we kept going now.
I love this map. Hopefully I run into a freaking treasure drop.
I'm so good, I astound myself.
I'm still waiting.
I become more powerful.
Only 12 minutes left. You will be
Didn't
at
see
level
that
70.
coming, did you?
Finally. I'm just glad I have to start all over and like do it myself. It takes forever.
Probably go a lot quicker if you didn't spin around in circles like a crack addict playing a video game.
Well, I get confused. See, like I thought you were me.
Take off the wings and you'll be able to tell the difference. Or better yet, I'll take off my wings.
I like my wings, they're pretty.
Ooh. Hermetic Auger of Farsight? A Farsight.
Fur.
Shut up. I don't got my glasses on. Bite me.
Fur sight. I see the fur.
Alright, I was actually fixing to feel really silly there for a second. I thought for a second that my microphone was on mute. Which, for those who do watch me stream, last time I streamed, I played for a full broadcast session and did not have my fucking headphones plugged in.
For an
And
hour.
like the special needs person that I am, I sat there and talked to myself for the entire time. Oh, I felt so smart. Me, a regular fucking Albert Einstein, like truly. Let's see something along. Check something out real quick. Well, you say LOL, I felt sheer joy. I mean, if you don't talk to yourself, there's something wrong with you. That's the reason why I talk to myself 3 times a day.
If only they could
And
see me
sometimes even
now.
while I go to the bathroom.
Wait, I thought it was the opposite.
Grab that pillar. I don't even know why you're helping.
Because I want to feel like I help.
survive that.
I want to
You're
feel useful.
barely damaging them. If anything, you're probably tickling your butthole.
Shut up. I want to help.
Alright, well you help and I'm just gonna sit back.
Whatever.
Alright, keep it up.
No, it's gonna kill me. There's bugs.
Not enough
So far, you're
hatred.
pretty decent. You gotta remember, you're level 58 now, and you're gonna scale with me as far as your power goes because the game has you in a assist mode where it scales your abilities. That way you're not just dying every 10 seconds.
So you're saying I actually really suck.
Yeah, once you hit level 70, you'll be on par with me, and the game won't be a system anymore. In which case, you'll be...
Sucking, because I'm
I need more hatred to do that.
Well, you won't be sucking, you'll just die a lot.
Thank you for that.
How does that feel?
Oh, I hear a treasure goblin.
Not ready yet.
There he is.
Where?
Over this way.
There he is. Hold on. For those of you watching, treasure goblins are actually one of the fun parts of this game because you always have a chance of a goblin rift opening, which if goblin rift opens, it is a dungeon explorer's paradise. I mean, there's gold abound, and legendaries drop almost practically left and right, depending if RNGesus is with you. And it's just fun. I mean, I love those levels. I've only had maybe 3 rifts open up for me. And there's different goblins, mind you. There's one that drops gear, you know, regular loot. There are ones that drop blood shards, which is used to buy items from Kadala. And there's about, I'd say 25% chance that when you buy an item for it will drop as a legendary. Otherwise, you'll either get your standard, you know, rares to, you know, well, not rares, I would say uncommons to your rares. Uncommons being blue, rares being yellow, and everything else, you know, beyond that's going to be legendary, which, me being colorblind, I don't know what color those are, so. For those that watch and go, oh, well, it's this color, suck my left nut, twitch your ear a little bit, and then wipe your nose because you got some shit on it. In
Don't
other
forget
words,
about the
bite
gym
me.
goblins.
And don't forget what?
The gym goblins.
Oh yeah, and there's gem goblins. There's pretty much goblins that you know, drop just about, you know, everything that you want, but depends which ones you run into. But I digress. If any trolls that watch this later on, bite me. Well, seems like I pretty much... Oop, missed one. Well, it seems like I've pretty much almost cleared. I mean, there's that big centerpiece. And then the other side. So, let's go in the center and cover this map.
Oh, worth killing!
Darkness awaits you!
Your grave awaits.
And for those of you
My bag
that
is too heavy.
actually want me to power level you and such, you will be featured in my live streams and my videos that I do try to make, you know, regularly. Let's see if I can get through a wall.
My hatred is too low.
If only they could see me now. Didn't see that coming, did you?
I've become stronger. Do you want more?
Wait, do you have the poop pants on? Do you have the poop pants on?
No, I don't have those legendary the pox folds.
Yeah, that was that let off
No, the only reason why people are dying is because I have currently equipped right now. Well, they're not equipped, but because of the Heraldric Cube, I have my current boots, which is Niffer's Boast. I actually have my Firewalkers equipped to it, which is you burn the ground, you walk on, dealing 400% weapon damage each second.
Well, no,
So my current weapon damage that I do right now is, let's see, Wand of Woe, 2,053.1 damage. So you time that by 400, yeah. So I do that per second.
When I was talking about the poof of greed smoke, like those pants let off. What's letting that off?
Well, no, the ones you're talking about is called Poxhold, which is the ability is if you have, like, I believe it's either 3 or 4 or 5 or more enemies around you, it releases this cloud of toxic ass that just kills. Pretty much it is akin to farting in a room, a really hot steamy one that's silent as all get out, while maintaining eye contact with the person while it hits their nose. And then refraining from smiling, and then go, I don't smell nothing. While you're watching your friend slowly gag. You know what? There's a special place in hell for people like that. Like, really, I deal with that shit a lot at work. There's one person that does it, oh my god, and I, like, try everything in my power not to act like I smell it, but oh my god, it smells like something crawled up their butt and just perished. Like, I mean, 5 years old, done, past the expiration date. My nose is like wanting to jump off, commit suicide. But I gotta say, I love my work, love my guys, love my job. Just don't love the smelly ass that gets left in my office from time to time. And let's see, I've gone up a couple Paragon levels. I'm now Paragon level 800, so
That is too
increase
expensive.
my abilities. And for my build, because I use the chain explosion, I use cooldown reduction because the more that time is taken off of it, since my ability has a slight cooldown to it, the more I put for cooldown reduction means the more I'll actually reduce the time in between. Yeah, tongue-tied. The more I put in for cooldown reduction means I could spam stuff even more. And the more that I could spam means more damage output. More damage output means more survivability and more of the mobs that I could take on and help clear. Because my class is just pure DPS right now. Then also too, resource reduction cost is another one that I go for, because if I'm not having to spend my mana on something that is, like, say something takes me 40 and I have it where it takes away, 20 points from it, now I'm able to cast more powerful spells for a long duration without, manaing out, or in WoW terms, going Yes, I play WoW. Don't look at me like that. I can feel you judging me. Do not judge me.
I am returning to town.
Pretty much wiped out everything, so we're going to close this rift. See how much XP
Laura,
my wife gets.
I haven't heard from the Haran.
Hopefully get her back closer to actually being where she can join me in the Greater Rift. Where I can actually start adding Paragon.
Aw.
And 5 million XP. Still not bad. Get rid of the shit I picked up. And for those of you watching, no, this is not really kid friendly. So be warned, I do cuss. So if you are slightly offended, I'm sorry. But I'm still gonna cuss. Not bad because the reduced, cooldown of all skills by 40%. But seeming that you're a demon hunter, cooldown's not really an issue with you. You want something that focuses more towards your hatred spending. Stuff that takes away from it or even adds, so many hatred per tick. For those of you watching, I have done just about every single class, and right now with the current ladders that are going off for seasons, I'm actually looking into certain specs because I want to bring a whole new build to the table that hasn't been tried out before, which very hard considering how many people play this game, but still gonna try. Now if my wife could just get out of the screen so I can actually do something instead of looking at her character. No. I'd go back to your other one because gold skin is kind of pointless. Because as far as actually things go, that is one legendary. It sucks ass because one thing about this game, gold is not hard to get, come by. And to have a legendary that gives you a chance for enemies to drop gold when you hit them, I mean, come on. There's so many different other armor types that easily outclass that have useful affixes. I mean, like, case in point, I'll actually pull up my character real quick. Like my wizard, gold skin could be used on any class. It's not, specifically targeted to one, hero per se. It's meant for all of them. But with mine, I have Firebird's Breast with, if you look at it, I do, 12% explosive blast damage, which with my current build helps add to the damage overall. But also too, with what this one has for affixes is if you have certain sets, if you have the complete set, you have, as it shows right here, all 6 items, your damage is increased by 120%, and damage taken reduced by 3% for each enemy that is ignited. This effect can stack up to 20 times. You always receive the maximum bonus whenever a nearby elite monster is ignited. As I said, there's a lot more, you know, different armor types that easily outclass that piece of crap you just picked up. And also, too, you're going to be 7 here in not that long, so once you hit level 70, that's when the actual, you know, tier sets, you know, you have access to. So as I said, you shouldn't even worry about your character when leveling from 1 to 70, because really, until you hit 70, you don't really have to focus on what you have on, because each level you'll get something that easily outclasses, you know, the damage you do, the defense you do, really everything changes by level. And for those of you watching, take what I said to mind. Ha ha ha, yes I know I said breast. Actually, that is actually... God damn, you threw me off my game. Though it could be worse. I mean, this could be, you know, commercial for KFC, you know, new from the Colonel, chicken and tits. But then again, I don't know how I'd feel about having chicken breast that had nipples. That'd be really, really odd. I mean, you want your nipples crunchy or original recipe? And so, you know, those of you who are watching, I am, you know, able to see everything you say. So, going on in, feel free to say anything. I mean, really anything. What do you mean by anything? I am lost. Well, never mind, my phone just died, so my one source of communication is kind of out the window until I can put it back on charge. But don't refrain from talking, because I will have it back up and I will be able to talk again. So while I'm waiting for it to recharge again, I am gonna go ahead and run another rift, because my ultimate goal is to try to get
Many Nephilim have stood where you are now.
her character
But
up to
few
70, so that way I
succeeded
can
in
actually start
overcoming
doing
the
greater
trial.
rifts with her, so that way she can properly start gearing her character. So that way all of you who are currently watching will know what to do as far as how to spec, what you're looking for as far as survivability, damage, you know, the whole shebang. That's the shebang. My controller button just stuck. That's always fun. Stream a video and just sit there spamming stuff.
I'm just warming up. That creature must die. I'm unstoppable.
Now we just walk around with conduit pylon. It takes the damage that you do naturally, and it just sends it out in shockwaves. You don't even have to attack. Just run around.
How satisfying.
How does that feel?
Nope, here another elite pack coming up.
Sweet revenge.
You dare attack me?
Got a legendary ring for myself. And a belt. 2 legendaries in one go. The RNG gods be praised. My sacrifice has gone noticed.
Your defenses are nothing.
But as far as legend set, my Firebird set I got, they're going to probably be garbage for me. But I can easily turn
If
around
only they
and
could see me now.
re-roll a stat or two to suit one of my other characters. Like currently right now I actually have a Barbarian that I'm working on. Which I'm actually going to just be doing a weak quake build, which is a standard defensive heavy build for
I'm just warming up.
I could get accustomed to that.
see something real quick. A very excellent question. What's the best class for a beginner? Well, if you're going to be playing by yourself and you want high survivability, you actually want something along the lines of the Witch Doctor. And with the certain rings, if you get the Tall Man's Finger, you can have these, forget what the name of the attack is, but you summon these zombie dogs that as you level up and you put points into it, you know, as far as you, well, not points, but get the runes for it, I should say. You'll get up to, I believe it's 4 or 5 of these dogs that will turn into one giant dog that does massive damage. I mean, acts as an awesome tank. Plus, you have a gargantuan, so you have 2 hulking creatures that, I mean, just sit there and just pull everything towards them, and wipe everything out. Well, you sit back safely and just spam, you know, or you summon your piranhas. So, I mean, Witch Doctors are pretty, I mean, one of the best classes for beginners. And then you have also my class, the Wizards, because you pull mine up and show you. Like with him, as you open levels, you have your Conjuration, you have your Ice Armor ability, Storm Armor. You have actually things that will help increase your weapon damage. Like I have Magic Weapon, I have the Force Weapon rune equipped, which increases, you know, the bonus damage of my magic weapon, which, as you've seen earlier, for those of you who have been there in the beginning, if not, again, I will show you. My base damage before I put up any of my abilities or anything was around the 800,000 range. But buffed, with all my abilities up and running, I am doing, you know, 1,121,000 points of damage. Then again, low level, you won't be putting that much damage out, but you will still be doing, you know, an exceptional amount of damage considering your level. And then, again, the higher level you go, you get your familiar, you use Spark Flint, increases your damage. And then, right now I have Energy Armor, which, again, if you don't want to go for damage, survivability, this is where something like the Energy Armor comes into play, because it increases your armor at the, you know, constant increasing your maximum marking power while Energy Armor is active. But this one right here, though, I get the best of both worlds. Not only can I take damage, but because I have Pinpoint Barrier, increases my critical hit chance. Critical hit chance does play a large role in what your damage output is. Yes, I keep going back to damage, but as far as things go, damage is a big thing as far as, you know, end game goes. Because the higher tiers for, you know, the torment difficulty, you need to be able to, you know, pack a punch at the same time keep alive. But if you have a glass cannon build like mine, where mine can take damage to a certain degree, but if I get overrun by, you know, like 3 or more packs of elites, I can quite easily die. Hence the name Glass Cannon. I do damage, but like glass, I'm easy to break. But if you can, you know, do you know, absurd or even, you know, substantial amount of damage, there's no, you know, need to really worry about dying if you're able to melt everything before it can touch you. But if you want to be able to actually stand up and live and be able, you know, give a hit, take a hit, then you need to, you know, focus on stuff that gives you, you know, overall good armor rating. Because like right now my overall armor rating is 4,817,000. Really good if you think about it, but as far as things go, it can actually be a hell of a lot higher. I mean, a lot higher. And as far as, you know, my life on hit, which means every time I hit something I gain life, on the shitty side, as you see. As far as health, you know, aspect of things go, I only get, you know, 106k. Nothing to brag about. But let's continue on with this. She's already at 61. Well, only 9 more levels, and then I'll be able to actually do one of my favorite things, which is Greater Rifts. But to answer your question in a nutshell, ooh, teddy bears.
Teddy bears.
Witch Doctor
Why is there teddy
to
bears?
Wizard class would be probably one of the more
Nicely
easier
done.
builds for beginners. And that's just because there's more versatility with not having to get as would, you know, versus the other melee classes like Crusader. Also, too, another good class would be what my wife is currently using, the Demon Hunter. The thing with her is strictly, you know, hit and run, hit and run.
Not enough hatred.
But those do take a little
Need more
finesse
time.
as far as gearing and everything class as far as build-wise, rotation and whatnot. Because if you don't know nothing about the Demon Hunter, it can and will be a hard, you know, class to use, especially towards in-game. But with everything, just playing the game and actually getting to know the characters as far as what they can do and everything, that's what, you know, the game's about. I can sit here and Tom Blue in the face and tell you everything I know about this game until you actually pick it up and play for yourself and actually, you know, start experimenting. Really, it gets kind of pointless. So ultimately, I guess to tell you the best class would be
I need
whatever
more
you're
hatred to do that.
You know, most comfortable with.
I thought the teddy bears were only in the whimsical level.
Well, my wife brought up a good point. Those teddy bears were used to be a part of this web level called, you know, Whimsyshire, which you had to, you know, get all these parts together and form what is called the Infernal Staff. But because of updates and everything, and apparently everybody loved, you know, blowing the crap out of teddy bears because, you know, we're all sadistic to a certain point, I guess. They added it to, you know, Greater Rifts and regular, you know, Rifts. But then again, I mean,
Didn't
who
see
doesn't
that
like,
coming,
you know,
did you?
take something cute and cuddling and just messing it up? And I'm kind of not funny, but
My hatred is too low.
oh, and again, for those of you who are watching,
I'm still
I
waiting.
am this upcoming Friday going to be doing a little giveaway, sweepstakes, prizey money thing. For those of you who joined my live stream Friday and like the video, leaving a
Not
comment
ready
with
yet.
your PSN user ID or gamer tag and subscribing to my channel, you'll be entered into a chance to win a $20 PlayStation Network card.
Need more time.
Those of you who enter this Friday will be put into a drawing, which the following Wednesday of that week will have a chance of having
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
in which case the reason why I need your username is so that way I can actually message you on PlayStation with the code number. And all for just liking, subscribing to my channel, and just giving me the PlayStation. That's it. I want to see what the heck those legendaries were. Got this, and if I'm not mistaken, a pair of pants. It's actually not a bad one to have, but considering, if you look, just the damage my rings do far exceeds. And also too, the Bull Cathos wedding band, I also, you know, do a little mini AoE. Let's see what this gives me. More intelligence, less vitality, and I also lose 96 points to resist all enemies. Though the life per second's okay-ish. But if it had rolled better, what its ability does is actually not that bad, considering faster attack means more damage I'm putting out. Just shame that it kind of has shitty stats. I'm just gonna scrap it and use it for its legendary. Yeah, crap, tongue-tied. You can scrap this stuff and turn it into. I actually have it right here. Instead of trying to sit here looking more like an idiot trying to explain it, I'll just show you what you can turn it into. Turns into a Forgotten Soul. Once you hit level 70 and you recycle or salvage a legendary, you get a Forgotten Soul. Forgotten Souls are used to make, you know, various items and stuff through the blacksmith, or even using to re-roll, you know, certain stats and stuff that you have with your equipment. Like, say for example, you have a ring that gives you 500 life, but you want to re-roll and try to get, you know, crit hit damage or, you know, critical hit chance. Go to a certain person in the game, just give a little gold, one of those up, you get a chance to re-roll and get, you know, the stats that are more towards geared what you're trying to, you know, get out of the game. And I got a treasure. From my buddy Foo Shark. I don't even think he plays this game anymore. He's been stuck up Destiny's, you know, little backside, and he's been playing the crap out of Call of Duty. But I'll send it to him. Maybe he'll get it. Okay.
I need to go back.
Get out of here, close this up. Get the experience from it.
Well done, champion.
Oh, almost got a complete level out of it.
Fate
That
smiles on you
sucks.
today.
Do come back again.
And I got crap from the Bloodshot vendor, Kadala. Back up and let my wife have crack at it, see if she does any better.
Want to see what you'll get?
Holy crap. Yeah, well then again, after that she's been saving
I
up.
didn't even know I had that thing.
That looks nice on you.
Aha.
She got one legendary.
Don't
Out of
forget,
almost 200
luck always
blood shards
changes.
spent. Let's see if she can get some with the remaining 121.
What a steal. I cannot afford that.
Nope. I forgot, when you salvage, don't the gems come out automatically?
Yes, when you salvage, again, she brought up a good point. I forgot to mention. Whenever you salvage, you have gems that you may stock it into the equipment to make it better. If you salvage it, do not worry, you will not lose those gems. They automatically return back to your inventory. And if you're wondering what gems are depending on your class. They have rubies, sapphires, rubies, topazes, amethyst, and depending on your class, they'll either give you strength, dexterity, intelligence, and all those, depending on your class, benefit your damage. The rubies give you strength, which is good for classes like the barbarian, the crusader. The topazes give you intelligence, which is great for classes like the shaman or the wizard class, because you use intelligence for your damage. The emeralds give you dexterity, and classes like the monk and like my wife is using, the demon hunter, that's what they primarily benefit from. But also too, with the gems, they also have other traits to them as well. So if you put them in a weapon, they may give you, you know, critical hit chance, you know, finding magic, so on and so forth. But just to give you a little showsy, I'm going to go down to my rubies. Put it into a socket weapon, gives you plus 160 damage. Put it in the helm, 33% bonus to experience. Put it in, you know, chest, legs, or gloves, gives you 62 strength. So this would be great for barbarians, or say for example you have a weapon that has a really good you know, secondary, you know, ability or trait, but shitty damage, and you want, you know, that extra damage boost, put it in the weapon. Or if you want to do like my wife is doing, which is level your character up faster, then you're going to want to put in the helmet for that bonus experience. Same thing with the topaz. You know, you have in weapon 4,000 thorn damage. Thorn damage means every time a weapon enemy hits you, they get damage for the amount that you have. So say you have a couple of pieces that give you a total of 30,000 thorn damage. Well, the moment enemy hits you, they're taking that instantly just from that one hit. Put it in the helm, reduce all resource costs by 10.5%, meaning if you're a person like me that uses abilities that, you know, suck a lot of your, you know, whether it's mana, spirit, you know, hatred or rage, or, well, not rage, but fury, this will help it so that way it's going, you know, a little bit farther and you're not tapping out so quickly. Emeralds. This is, again, this is what, you know, the demon hunters and monks use because of dexterity. You put in weapon, it gives you more critical hit damage, which that is actually a pretty big thing. Helm, extra gold. You don't want it in your helm because, again, this game gives you gold like a hooker gives you herpes. I mean, it's, yeah, it's not hard to come by. And again, dexterity, you put it in, you know, chest, gloves, feet, for, you know, those two classes, and you're good to go. And then you have the one that really doesn't benefit anybody per se. It's more of it benefits all, but again, rarely used unless you're in the higher difficulties where life is more of a thing. Amethyst gives you life per hit, meaning weapons. If you have one that is, you know, really, I mean, perfectly rolled, there's nothing wrong with it. It has perfect damage, it has a great passive ability. Life per hit will be a good thing to add to it because that means every time you're hitting them with anything that damages them, you're instantly replenishing your life, which will extend how long you make it through the higher, you know, tiers towards the end game. Put it in your helm, gives you life. More life means, well, you live longer. Same thing with vitality. I mean, I don't know why the hell they labeled it life and vitality when in all actuality it's the same damn thing. So this gem here gives you really only two things, because I mean, one's the same. Vitality, life, really it's the same. But if you do go into the higher, you know, difficulties like I'm at, where you can actually get into greater rifts, you get legendary gems, and all legendary gems have unique affixes. Like I actually have maybe 2 or 3 in my stash. Give you a quick look, see, and then back to gameplay. Let's see, I have 3 of them. Gem of Ease, if I remember correctly, lowers the level of a weapon. So say I have a level 70 weapon, you can only be a level 70 when you use it. You equip this to it, it reduces the level requirement of the weapon that's socketed into to 1, meaning I have a weapon that does 3,000 damage, chain lightnings, you know, to enemies after so many hits for 300% weapon damage. Well, I get it, it's level 70. I equip this into it. Well, guess what? My level 1s can use it, and I'm clearing every enemy from the beginning of the game to when I hit level 70. I'm actually getting to the end game material. I won't ever have to change my weapon unless I happen to find something that's slightly better. But you get the gist. And same thing with the historic alteration. Gain 10% non-physical damage reduction, meaning if somebody's hit me with something like spell, something that's not truly physical damage, I'm going to get a little bit of, you know, a buffer because it takes away. And then, while below 50% life, your resistance cold, fire, lightning, poison, and arcane are increased by 75%. But if you notice in the red it says requires rank 25, you have to level these gems up. And by leveling the gems up, you have to complete greater rifts to do so. Because at the end of greater rift, you'll get, you know, your treasure, you know, your loot, as it were. But also too, you'll meet this, I forget what the chick's name, but she gives you a chance to either get a greater rift key for a higher level, which higher level means, you know, more rewards and such, or she gives you a chance to actually raise the rank of one of your legendary gems. So again, there's a bunch of these, each one of them different, you know, fixes. So it's one of those things, play the game, find, you know, collect, and see what works best for you. Now it's back to gameplay. Well, for those watching, this will be my last rift.
Brave the rifts, and you will be well rewarded.
If only they could see me now.
Another legendary. Actually, not bad at all. But lower intelligence and lower critical hit chance. So even if I were to re-roll one of these stats for a chance of a higher one, the ones I currently have still outclass it, just because both of the ones that I look for in damage are higher. Where are you going? This way.
I will enjoy this.
I've become more formidable.
Maybe a conduit pile on. Run around and start playing shit. Oh, come on. Don't want to waste it. Only have so many seconds with it. Oh, that sucks so much less. What is that? This one?
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Already ran out.
Time for that
sucks
brute
not to get.
to die.
If only they could see me now. Your grave awaits. You dare attack me? Your grave awaits.
Not enough hatred. I'm still waiting.
Now I got this up. I'm actually going to change it. Let's change this up to one of my favorite abilities. My Arcane Orb. No, that ain't it.
I'm so good, I astound myself. attack me?
They keep trying to kill me.
That's actually pulling too much of my mana.
Your grave awaits. I will enjoy this.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Not ready yet.
If only they could see me now.
Bleed, you filth!
Your defenses are nothing.
I've become more formidable.
You dare attack me? If only they could see me now. I am returning to town.
Exit this and close it out.
Cheerio. It's been interesting. thing for me to see all of these places where you and the Nephilim journeyed. I've heard so much about your adventure.
I grant you the...
Such a brave soul. What a steal. What a steal. Ooh, that's nice. Can I have it back?
That is too expensive.
Actually, I'm going to see something real quick. Oh, I forgot I'm going to remove the sockets out of my Firebird down pants because what I currently got right now, I want to see if it's actually better. It's 483, and these only do 444. Sadly, my pants are better. Just did my gems because you can combine them and refine them and make them flawless, and the higher up in the ladder you go to where you pretty much make perfect gems, the more you're going to be doing as far as damage and stuff goes, because it's going to have a higher, you know, number to it. Like Marquis 6-2 intelligent, whereas since I just made that royal topaz, I get 220 intelligence now. And now let's check out my pants. Just from those two, now I do 700 and 765, and you know, intelligence, versus where before it was like 600 and something. But I believe that is going to be all for tonight. I'm ending this stream. Those of you watching, thank you very much. Don't forget, this Friday I am going to be doing a giveaway, so leave me your PSN ID or gamer tag, and I'll be seeing you then. Hopefully tell a couple of friends, and they tell a couple of friends, because the more people that we can get to watch this, the more of these that I can do in the higher amounts that I'll be able to do for the giveaway on the cards. Ultimately, I'm hoping to give away $100 cards, but it all depends on you, the viewers. I need those subscriptions, I need those likes, because I want to be able to do this. Because without y'all, there is no channel, and no channel. I can't do this for, you know, fun. And I gotta say, I love doing this because this is something very fun for me. I love gaming advice, and just in general being able to play for y'all and just being able to talk for y'all. So thank you very much for watching, and y'all have a good evening.